Hello and welcome back to our study of Peninei Halacha, the teachings of Rabbi Eliezer Melamed Shlita. Here we are, Yom Shilishi, as we're getting closer to Rosh Chodesh Nisan, Haba Aleinu L'Tova, Chag HaPesach, Haba Aleinu L'Tova. We begin a new chapter today, very exciting, but please continue davening for Chaylei Tzva Agana Yisrael, for Shalom Chol B'Tzvah Yisrael. Safety of our brothers and sisters in Eretz Yisrael. We learn each day Leili Nishmat and Daniel Shimon ben Harav Derlon V'Shalei Shem Kam Damo. So our new topic now, immediately following Tachan, of course, we go to Kriyas HaTorah. So this is Perach Beis entitled Midinei Kriyas HaTorah. So the first segment is Takanas HaKriya BaTorah. So the institution of reading the Torah. Let's go. Mitzvahs Talmud Torah hi mitzvah yisodis. The mitzvah of studying Torah, of engrossing ourselves in Torah, is a fundamental, foundational mitzvah. Shekol she'ar ha-mitzvahs tuli yasba, because all the other mitzvahs are dependent upon it. V'lo kova ha-Torah zman yichad lo limud ha-Torah. The Torah didn't establish for us an exact set time to study. Ela bechol eis mitzvah mitzuvah lo lomad Torah. Rather, at all times we're required to study Torah, because it says, Shenamar, interesting that drush is not from the Torah, it's from the Yehoshua, Pasuk Ches in the first chapter, V'yagisa b'yom v'layla, because it says one should be engaged, engrossed, learning Torah day and night. Kedei li'ased misgerish Shatitan bitu lekesha kavur shel Yisrael Torah tiken Moshe Rabbeinu shiukur matorah b'Shabbos v'sheni v'chamishi v'shachris kedei shelo yishto shlosh yom v'lo shmias Torah. So the Rambam, Hilchos Tefillah, is also based on the Gemara, says that in order that we should have an established schedule that will always have an eternal connection, a set connection to the Torah itself, so Moshe Rabbeinu instituted that we read the Torah on Shabbos, on Mondays, and Thursdays in the morning. Amr Chachamim. And this is the reason for that, by the way, is that we shouldn't go more than 3 days without hearing words of Torah. So Chazal tell us the Gemara in Bava Kama Daf Pei Beis, shetakana zu nosta achar ma shene'amar vayechu shloshes yamim ba'medbar v'lo matzu mayim. Because the pasuk says in Shemos, after the Jews crossed the sea, it says they went 3 days in the desert and they couldn't find water. V'evinu Moshe Rabbeinu v'talmidim v'azakenim v'anavim shehatzima'on l'mayim nigrom nesh shlosh yomim retzufim lo oski Yisrael ba'ofen tziburi b'Torah. When it says they thirsted for water, so Moshe Rabbeinu, his students, the elders, the prophets, they all understood that the thirst for water is a result of going 3 days continuously, that they had no communal engagement in Torah. V'atorah nimshal l'mayim, and the Torah is compared to water. Shekashem she'hamayim mechayim es kol hachai v'atzomech ba'olam, just like water gives life to anything that's living, anything that's sprouting and growing in the world. Kach haTorah mechayes haneshama, so too the Torah, it gives life to the Jewish soul. And once the soul was disconnected even a little bit from Torah, so too the springs of water also, they ceased to spring forward and bring forth water. So it would seem that the Torah scholars of that generation, that they certainly learned during those 3 days. Doesn't mean that there weren't people that had no connection to Torah, whatever the Torah was at that time. Obviously, it's before Har Sinai, but it means that as a congregation, as a community, that in a public fashion there was no connection to Torah. Therefore, Moshe Rabbeinu instituted that we should read the Torah every Monday and Thursday morning and on Shabbos morning, so that forever we will never have more than 3 days continuously without the reading or public participation in the reading of the Torah. Ezra HaSofer Hosefet, he came, so Ezra HaSofer came and he added onto this takana shebekriyas Torah shebimei sheni v'chamishi ya'alu shlosha olim. He added that when we lay in on Mondays and Thursdays, and we should have at least 3 people who are called to the Torah, 3 aliyahs as we call it. And each one should have at least 3 verses read, 3 psukim. And we should have no less than 10 psukim in total being read. So here we have the institution of Kriyas HaTorah, understanding that we have to go 3 days without Torah. That means you have to go to shul to hear Torah Mondays and Thursdays. So it's another plug to go to Minyan, but obviously from a communal point of view, we don't want to have, God forbid, that amount of time flowing without Torah being heard, led, spread, listened to, studied, etc. And obviously that's the very bare minimum, and there's going to be so much more as we go along. But these are the laws of Kriyas HaTorah. So please continue davening for Chaylei Tzva Agana Yisrael, for Shalom Chol B'Tzvah Yisrael, safe to our brothers and sisters in Israel. Nishmat Daniel Shimon ben Harav Derlon. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, and we will see